Yeah, red team does look quite good.
Someone to watch out for is that Battle Bull. He's a fantastic heavy.
He's gonna get stabbed, is what he's gonna get.
He might, but in the long run, I have faith in him.
The red caps a point, but blue does get a stab on the medic, so the red medic is down.
It is.
Only
blue medic
couches
will
is
probably
blue.
have a 30% Uber advantage by the time red medic gets back up.
Okay, so I believe we have gone live after a little bit of stream difficulties. You have missed about 1 minute of the game if you're just joining. The game today is 7 Years Dungeon, led by Only Couches Pull Out and Fascist. They are 5-3 last season in gold, 6-0 in gold this season. They're playing Zed, Aces and Gamers. Leaders Goron and MetaWeave. They were 6-4 in steel, 6-2 in silver, and right now they're 4-2 in gold. This is probably what I would call the premier gold match in UGC Highlander of the week. And picked these guys because I knew there would be a quality game. You're joining. We have Ryan. Help me here, Ryan McDaniel.
That's okay.
Super heavy.
Ryan
Mick, and we have Nighthawk and Cameraman, and this is Coney Island Whitefish Ninja Mukau, also known as Mulama Muhammad Ali Jahar. And we have a situation where red has taken the point and is taking some time off, but blue just recaptured it back. And I think we can kind of start talking about the game. That was a quick intro.
Yeah. These are definitely going to be two really good teams, and it's going to be a really interesting match to watch, especially on Asheville. Hopefully we'll see a lot of aggressive pushes, a lot of really good Ubers against the other team.
Wow, red has a little discombobulated with that Uber. They went up top, and then they got some intel, I think, that the combo was underneath, and they made a quick audible there, and they went underneath instead of taking the point, and they got the combo.
But they still got that point.
Yeah, it was a good audible.
Yeah, but I mean, with that point, they lost the demo, the sniper, and the engineer.
This is an interesting game because it looks like a lot of the battles are going to be going on underneath the point. I don't like that place. I really don't.
Really?
For the medic, I mean, you get so captured down there.
I think you're more protected when you're down there. I mean, if you're up top, that's premier bombing space. A demo can come in and drop your med, a soldier, anybody, a scout. When I'm down there, I know the two entrances and exits, and I can guard them.
That's true. I want to call out the blue engineer, Kat Suragi. Had a good sentry on top of the building. Now, in a very similar fashion, Lelouch 24 also has a sentry on top of the building as they have possession.
So red will have about a 70% Uber advantage over blue, and they're just going to sit on it and wait for blue to try to push forward.
Yeah, they're kind of hanging out underneath the point, so they can pop out either side if they want.
Yeah.
They are getting seriously spammed.
The control point has been captured. Mission ends in 60 seconds.
That heavy makes short work of the demo and the scout.
Blue engineer getting a little overly aggressive, trying to get into the red shutter. Oh, actually, he's in blue shutter side. Lelouch has a good sentry position. He's just going to continue to rock up there. I'm not sure how he got up there, honestly. Maybe he jumped up on a dispenser?
Sentry jump. You can.
Oh, he's going up on the wall. Look, he's jumping off the wall to get there.
Wow. So yeah, he used a dispenser.
There's your full Highlander tip of the day.
Brought to you by Gold Team.
Gold Team.
So blue tries to contest this point, but the scout drops the heavy and then he drops the medic. Good play by that scout. It looks like red's going to hold this point.
Yeah, Carl Sagan's not letting anybody get there. He's having a good game.
That was
already
really
at
good
20.
hold.
He's out fragging the medic even. I guess outscoring.
Yeah.
All right, we have next rollout.
What do you think is the best way to roll out as a team on this map?
I like shutter rollout, to tell you the truth. But it looks like Red's going bats and underneath.
So is Blue.
Yeah, Zed goes that way as well. Or Zed is Red. Trying to get it straight here. They both tried to go there, but Red got there first, which gave
Blue
them an
med
advantage. Yeah, Blue's only 3 up. Red has dropped 4 of their players, including their heavy, but their medic is still alive.
Oh yeah.
I would think that Zed should go ahead and cap this pretty easily at this point. Red calls, they have Uber. Choose not to use it even though there's some craziness going on behind him in bats. Soldier's trying to whip the medic, he forces.
He does pop. There's not much they can do with it. Maybe drop that sniper, but he doesn't get him. So
The
that'll
fact that
leave
they
Blue
were
with about a
forced.
50% Uber advantage.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say, because they were forced. Blue got an advantage out of that. That was a good play by the soldier. Also kind of cheeky, just kind of whipping the medic.
The control point is being
Oh yeah.
tested.
If you notice that the medic basically goes right back underneath, below the point.
Yeah, they have a very specific plan, the Zed. They're just trying to keep the sniper up top, and they're trying to control underneath, looks like.
And it works. When you play this map, do you like to hold the battlements, or do you like to hold underneath the point?
I like actually doing what Seven's doing right here. You see how they're just kind of rotating back and forth, and they're on top. And it's not they're in the battlements. It's that they're just kind of rotating back and forth around the main point.
Okay.
But maybe that's just because I like chaos.
Sure. Where in this map would you keep your medic?
Our control point.
Like, if you could pick one person, like one place to keep them.
The one safe place I like is actually kind of behind Shutter, maybe back around the corner.
Okay.
I just feel like underneath you, that might be my second choice, but underneath, you're never sure if people are coming out in front of you or from behind you.
Yes. It is, you mentioned it, it's a very chaotic map.
It's just a deathmatchy map. It's great. I mean, with a demo with two jumps, you're already on their bats, you know.
It's weird because, like, you hear some people complain about this map. I find it to be extremely enjoyable. The whole deathmatch factor, like, it's almost like a coordinated pub.
Yeah, I mean, it's made for roaming heavies. Spies get all sorts of paths. Snipers get great battlements. Medics, maybe the only class I don't like. You know, the scout can jump over buildings, and
Solely bombs.
Even the pyro, I was saying this here a little bit earlier. As a pyro, you can jet jump over the building. You can be in their bats, messing with them almost immediately. Red is catching up. Blue has 1:25 left on the point. Red's at about 2 minutes.
Red's got about a 70% advantage on top of Blue.
So let's see what Red does with this. Maybe the spy is just sapping. I would like to see their spy get a medic pick.
That'd be awesome.
The control point is
Both teams
medic
are
right
running
now.
Medigun.
Zed right now is covering that. Do you see them in the shutter zone there? They were protecting
Yeah.
their medic at the very last second. That's where I think that's the safest place for a medic, especially if you have a pyro.
I believe it. I just think it's a little bit too far away from the action. And also, you don't know if the sniper's on the other side, like, waiting for you to open up that shutter.
Carl Sagan's making sure the underneath is clear. Blue pops their Uber. They're going to try to get the combo. Medic gets separated and runs.
Drops the heavy.
Yeah, heavy sacrifice there. That's a fair sacrifice.
It is. He also took down the sniper, so they don't have to worry about that for a little bit.
All right, Battle Bull is doing a great job. He's going to take the point, looks like.
He does lose his medic, however.
Oh, and he's really
Sandwich.
weak. Really weak.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's calling medic. He's going to get stabbed. There it goes.
Ooh.
That was a great stab by 404. I played a lot with 404. I guess it's maybe like in pugs and stuff.
The control point is
And Feint goes ahead and kills the Carl Sagan heavy, so heavies are getting stabbed a lot this game. Paint drops back behind Shutter. Red is recapping. They only have 30 seconds left.
Blue's trying to contest that point with the heavy, but it's just the heavy pushing and the engineer and the demo.
And blue medic is down. So red will have a big advantage if they cap this. Looks like they could use their advantage to hold on.
And red gets the point.
35 seconds for blue to cap it. Battle Bull tries to go in by himself. He's going to get stabbed. Oh,
No, he doesn't.
Pyro picks him up. That was the last second. Oh,
Wow. He got lucky.
that was the high five by the Pyro. How about that?
Very good.
Blue is making it hard for red. Red's going to have to use. Blue's going to run. Maybe they can come back before dropping too much.
Maybe. The spots you try to drop down and pick off that the medic or the heavy. Engineer, you get behind him too and drop that med.
He gets
Wow,
a
nice
heavy.
play by Blue.
Yeah, Blue's going to get this, I think.
Blue's running quick fix now.
Which is a great choice late in the game.
Watch it. You're going to see that if Blue is behind, so they don't have Uber advantage, they will actually switch over to quick fix. It's something they've been doing in multiple games.
Oh, now it's a dogfight for the middle. Whoever wins it wins. Red's dropping a lot of players. I think Blue's going to win this.
Blue's going to hold it.
Red bled too much. And 7 takes it. 7 years dungeon.
And we're 1-1.
And,
So let's see if they...
that was a great play by the Pyro. That's the high five. My gosh, that was cool.
Yeah. That heavy got saved by the skin of his teeth. Let's see if they switch up their rollout at all. If red team's going to try to continue to go underneath the point instead of deathmatch on top in the battlements.
Yeah, again, a little scattered with the blue rollout. Red knows what they're doing. They went underneath, and they were all there before blue did. Mafio's kind of lighting up his sniping. That was a good snipe that he just got on the engineer. You know, I'm thinking that there's okay sniper lines here, but man, it's easy for people to get behind you and flank and stab you, etc.
Yes, the few places where you can actually snipe are kind of up in that balcony behind the points. But you're going to see a lot of heavies or solis like jump in and try to take out the snipers.
Wow,
It's
that
just-
scout drops his spy. Does he get the medic? No. Yeah, actually he did.
Medic is down. So red team has 100% Uber advantage. They don't need to pop it. They're just going to sit back and hold on to it. And they're going to pop it now because of solid bombs. That was a really nice pop too. Any longer and that the med would have been dropped.
This is pretty action-packed. That's why I like King of the Hill. There's not much back and forth, right? I mean, you get 6 minutes no matter what.
Oh yeah. It's not like a payload race where it can go on for 9 minutes or 16 minutes, depending on how long you push.
Now, you were saying one of your players to watch that you like is Battle Bull. Can you talk about him a little bit? I've never played with him.
Actually, I've been playing a lot more on mixes than I used to. Battle Bull's one of those people who, as a heavy, like I enjoy going up against him. I'm not as good as I once was, but it's still nice to go up against good, competent heavies. And I'm sure you can probably agree with that, Mukau. It's not fun going up against heavies who aren't always that great.
The ones that use the Brass Beast because it does the most damage.
Yep. But you know what? A Kritzkrieg Brass Beast is very scary.
A crits and an Uber Brass Beast when you're sitting on a cart.
I don't even want to think about that. So past the point, they have about a negative 20% Uber advantage on top of red.
So they have a 20 disadvantage?
That could be the possibility. It is a negative 20% advantage.
Okay. Red has decided to do maybe a shutter hold. Well, they might go bats, they might go shutter. They're really protecting their medic. They want him to have Uber really badly. You can see that. Look, they have a demo, they have a pyro, they have a heavy protecting the medic in a very small place. That's actually that's a great example of protecting a medic and building Uber. They come out with their Uber. Demo gets flashed and he goes to who knows where. And Heavy's just kind of Carl-Sagan's tearing it up.
Oh yeah. I don't think they're going to get this the point. And Blue's going to come in and counter pop and drop the med. Try to take
Carl
the heavy.
Sagan running. Oh, and he missed the
Oh,
health. If
just
he would
get
have
it.
backed up on the health, maybe.
Oh,
I saw what he was trying to do.
that's a nice try.
This is a good
So Blue's
example.
still holding on to this point.
Battlebolt does a good job against a soldier. A heavy is really the best counter for a bombing soldier or demo. And Battlebolt just showed that. The soldier was coming in on him. He blew him back and he killed him in the midair. Battlebolt looking for cover. As a heavy, you really need to either have cover or a medic because you're so slow.
Yes.
He does meet up with his medic. Red's trying to build underneath this time, just like with their rollout.
Now, from what I've seen of this map is
The control point is being
you can't
contested.
do the same thing as you do in your rollout if you're going to win this.
30 seconds.
Have you played this map enough to notice that?
I mean, honestly, I've only played this maybe 10 times.
Okay. Soldier tries to drop the blue med, but gets pushed out the pyro.
Red decides that they can just kind of still build underneath. Spy tries to go underneath and gets pulled out by the pyro. Ryan, just at one point in time, I heard your voice. It didn't lag. It roboted a little bit, but you're fine.
All right, I'm secretly an android, but I don't want to let you guys know that. Oh shit!
Blue
I
is
told
doing
you.
the shutter hold now. Look at this. The almost exact same play.
Mission ends in 60 seconds.
Demo gets stabbed. Mafia getting some key snipes right now. And Tech takes out Mafia with a headshot.
And Red pops the Uber from underneath the point.
The control point
Four
has been
up for
captured.
Blue, so I think Red is in a good position to maintain.
Definitely.
And now, Blue is left in that position where they need to run out like crazy and just try to do anything. So maybe Blue will
Mission
bleed here.
ends in 30 seconds.
Put your body on the point.
Blue spy underneath. Gets found by the pyro. Just trying to get a medic pick is what he's doing. Blue Battle
Heavy
Bull's taking
sneaks
it
up
into
behind
his,
the people pushing on the point and dropping everyone.
yeah, Battle Bull is just taking it into his own hands.
In 10 seconds.
I appreciate the moxie. He's a plucky little heavy, isn't he?
3, 2,
Just a little bit.
Blue trying to cap with a medic and a scout. Why not? Why the hell not, you know?
And a nice little counter Uber on the point to try to keep the blue team off.
Wow, it's like an air blast war. Geek doing a great job with the air blasting on Blue. I don't think it's going to pay off, but it was nice. Does that make it 2-1 now for what they're calling themselves AF2, but really it's Z Aces and Gamers.
It seems like a very close match.
Yeah, absolutely.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Control point enabled. Go in.
So let's look at the leaderboard. For blue team, the number one score is actually a spy. This late in the game, that's really impressive.
Yeah, Faint's coming out there to play, huh? Battlebolt goes down easily. Blues just going to cap, and then they're going to run away. Yep, there they go. They're going to make sure they have numbers before they take a dominant hold again. Blue calls.
They have Uber.
Alert. The control
Red
point is
decides they're
being
going to take it,
contested.
and I hope that Blue comes out and uses that Uber to contest.
Who will they use it on?
They better make up their mind. Medic runs out with a scout. No? Okay, now Pyro. Flashing both the Pyro and the scout.
And a nice stab on the red heavy.
I think that I understand what Feint's doing. Feint is just about stabbing Carl Sagan. He's understanding Carl Sagan's key to the Zed team, and he's going to make sure that Carl Sagan's having difficulty.
I wish we could be in the mumble for the red team and see what they're saying about that spy.
Yeah, or I wish we were listening to the blue team and saying, what's your assignment? Because they might have just determined that some teams have a lead where they're the main, and maybe by taking out that one player you can affect the game.
That's an interesting strategy, and he's going to try to drop him again, but doesn't quite get it.
Yeah, you're right. He's just going after Carl Sagan. That's his assignment.
If I was in his shoes,
We have lost the control point.
Sometimes you have to do that with snipers too. Like if the sniper's too good, you might assign both your sniper and your scout to the sniper.
okay.
Katsuguri gets a sentry on top. Typically, it looks like that's the engineer position for once you cap the point, get a sentry up on top of mini.
Oh yeah.
Alert. The control point is being
Both teams
contested.
opting for the mini sentry, not the level 3. I was kind of hoping I'd see a shutter hold, because I really enjoyed that. Yesterday we were scrimming and had difficulty with the shutter hold engineer.
Now, I mean, you understand why they're running minis. I mean, it's cheaper and it's quicker. With Ubers coming in as quick as they are in this match, there's no way to keep up a level 3 in this.
Alert. The control point is being captured.
Even with that shutter hold.
The team that I was scrimming yesterday with AR was they had the I think the engineer would tell his team nobody go through the shutter, and then he would get a level 3 dispenser and a level 3 sentry up there, and then whenever we started capping, he'd just open the shutter and just let it loose.
It does sound like a great strategy.
It also made the shutter hold even more powerful for the medic.
Yeah.
Blue doing a good job, just kind of look. We have a roaming heavy. Battle Bull is like
60 seconds.
going through shutter. He's gonna kind of hang out underneath their bats. Roaming heavy Battle Bull's a bit scary in my opinion. He's checking underneath. Finally finds his medic.
The control point is being captured.
Red contesting up top. All hands on deck, including the sniper.
Feint's gonna try to go and get another kill on that heavy, and he's gonna get it. Oh, man.
Oh, and the medic. That's all on the medic. That's the low 5. Sorry, Spookaway. That's the low 5 because he could have flashed the heavy. I think he saw the spy. Four gets a stab on the pyro.
Point is being captured.
Taken out by the scout, but I think he was dead ringing. Blue caps, they win pretty much. They have 22 seconds to maintain once they cap. Carl Sagan really wants his combo to start. He knows he's not going to go in there and take their entire team out. He's up in bats, very nervous. And he gets stabbed by Feint. That's got to be 6 or 7 times.
Action
Yeah.
ends in 10 seconds. Alert. The control point is being
If I was him, I'd be a little paranoid.
Soldier bombs the medic, does some good damage.
And Blue has full Uber. Will they just try to hop?
Oh yeah,
this
they
point?
should
No,
just,
it's a quick
Uber and
fix.
sit on the point. What the hell? That's a quick
It-
fix. Even
Yeah,
though-
a little different strategy, but almost the same concept.
Well,
So
that's
it's a 2-2
That's
match.
2-2. That's 4. So does that go to halftime? Is that right? The well matched game, really, as advertised. I guess the rules for Cawthon are a bit different. I was thinking it would have time at 4. Blue goes out for their typical scattered, spread out, roll out. Red, you know, this time only half of them went underneath. A stab on Carl Sagan by Feint. You know, Nighthawk, you gotta watch this Feint guy a little bit, because I swear he's spawning and going straight for the heavy every time.
I feel really bad.
I think yeah, you know, it's survival of the fittest, man. If you can't, you keep on letting the spy get behind you and stab you, you know.
We have captured the control point.
Turn around.
That's right. You get paranoid.
Everything is a spy.
Alright, we have Battle Bull and the combo up in their bats. We have Carl Sagan spinning like a paranoid... what is it, like a paranoid little girl? I don't know. What's paranoid? Chihuahua. A paranoid chihuahua.
A duck? Paranoid duck?
No, ducks aren't paranoid. Carl Sagan does throw a sandwich for his medic. Red is going to cap after about 40 seconds of blue having the point, so it's not too bad there. I want to see red take this one. I want to see trading rounds, actually. I think that's the most fun.
Yeah. The red team has about a 50% Uber advantage.
What do we have materializing here? We have a fight of the spies, you know? Feint has 76, he's top fragging. 404 has 62, he's, for the most part, top fragging if you don't count the medic.
Yeah. It might just be a spy-dominated map that we have going on.
Oh, Carl Sagan goes down for the demo.
I bet he's happy for demo and not a spy.
Yeah, maybe. Spy goes after... Feint goes after the medic, and Spookawee goes down. Only Couches goes down as well. He got killed by the mini-sentry of all things. You would think he would know it was there. Not too impressive there. Clop Clop, the Brony gets a... Hey, I wonder Clop Clop. I was calling him. I was chatting with him yesterday, just kind of making sure it was all right if we cast this, and I was calling him our Clop Clop. He does have kind of a seductive Brony spray, so I'm thinking that maybe that's where his mind was when he named himself.
Maybe.
4-4, thinking about getting the medic stab. Oh, the Pyro's all about knowing where he is. Who's going to cap? Crazy bombing soldier. Doesn't get a kill.
Oh, and Spy tries to get the medic, but the heavy just blocks it.
I don't know, Nighthawk. If you watched this Feint at all, is he? Oh, he gets another stab on Carl Sagan. Yeah,
and he got the demo.
That's got to be the high five. This guy just fucking with one player. Sorry about the language.
Wow.
I'm really kind of enjoying this Feint guy because he's like, I think he got the assignment. They said this guy's tearing us up, and so he's like, I got this one.
Look behind you, for Pete's sake.
Battleful gets on the point and is getting chased by the Uber demo. I think Red's going to get a fairly easy catch here. Only Couches is down. Spookawee needs to stay alive, and I think he will. Watch out for the Pyro, though.
Throw him a sandwich.
Spy.
And
Feint is back there. Feint is back there. He's thinking heavy. He's thinking heavy.
Oh, he doesn't get it.
Oh, yeah, Sagan gets him finally. Nice.
But an engineer takes him down. That's just bad luck.
Alright, Feint disguises himself as enemy spy. I'm gonna watch him for a second. He's gonna go straight for the heavy, you know it.
I think he needs to disguise as the heavy.
He cloaks? He's behind the barrels? He sees the medic. He's thinking about the medic, I think.
He gets a demo.
He was trying for the medic. I think he missed. I mean, I could be wrong. Carl Sagan drops him. Scores against Feint. Nice. That must have been very satisfying. Satisfying? Satisfactory? Satisfactual.
We aren't English teachers here.
Mission ends in
That's a
60
zippity doodah word. Everything is satisfactual.
Okay. So, Red has a 100% overcharge ready to go on that point, but they're gonna hold on to it for a little bit and wait for Blue to try to push on.
Blue is about ready to push on with like 75% Kritzkrieg now for Blue. We'll see what 7 does with a Kritzkrieg. If they give it to Battle Bull, if they give it to their demo.
ends in
Lasers heavy are very scary.
Carl Sagan gets out there as well. I think we have quick fix going on with
We do.
with Spook a Week.
Who wins, a quick fix or a Kritzkrieg?
I like the Kritzkrieg demo. I think the quick fix heavy might win. Don't know. Well, you gotta do something, Carl Sagan. Get out there, man. Move your fatty butt.
And they hold it.
They do. Well, that's 3 for Zed and 2 for 7. Now we get to halftime. Looks like they're going to wait for just a second. They're going to switch teams as well.
So what do you think of the first half?
These teams are so even. I think we could go all night. I think if we went all night, it would be like 42-41.
I think the heavy might rage quit before we hit that point.
You know, I was liking how Zed looked early on, but 7 really made some good adjustments. I think with their spy especially faint.
Oh yes, it seems like it's like unorganized. I don't even know how to like describe the rollout, but it works.
Yeah, I think 7 Years Dungeon. Their rollout and their manner of play, honestly, is a little chaotic and deathmatchy. I think that Zed is Aces and Gamers. I keep on calling them. Their tags don't even like match their names, but Aces and Gamers are doing a good job with the teamwork elements. I think that they look like a well-coached team, and I think both have their merits, and this is like what happens when you have 2 teams that are at the top of the gold division, where any one of these players could probably be playing in a plat game or a plat team. They're just kind of, the skill levels there, maybe the teamwork or whatever, it just needs to be tuned up, or maybe it just they wanted to win the gold division out before they went plat.
Maybe. I'm sure we might see at least a couple of these players in plat next year.
I completely agree. Yeah, I like Carl Sagan's play as heavy. Poor guy. And I think Battle Bull's looking good. But really, it's a game of spies and medics, if you look at the score.
Yeah. I wish I would have kept track of how many times they switched up between Uber, Kritzkrieg, Quick Fix. I mean, each team had to change it up at least once or twice.
Yeah, that's the chess game. I wasn't scrimming heavy, I was scrimming Pyro. And I think the Pyros are both at the bottom of the table, but I think this can be a Pyro map, especially with teams that are hanging out in the bats. But unfortunately, these teams really don't look like they're in really easily Pyro accessible places. I think the Pyros are just trying to stay on their medics as best possible. And to tell you the truth, I think that something irrelevant should just be following around Carl Sagan. He shouldn't even be following the medic around.
Yeah. But
all right,
maybe
they start?
Quick note, maybe they're doing that so that the Pyro will get off the medic.
Wow. Yeah, well, the medic and the heavy have been sticking pretty close together. I mean, Carl Sagan and Medawi have been pretty close.
So Battle Bull does their normal type of chaotic rollout.
3, 2,
Faint
sorry,
gets
I meant
peed on.
control point enabled.
Who still might go for it? You know he's peed on. Oh, Pyro just spots him. He gets away with a dead ringer, though.
We have secured
Aces and
the
Gamers
control
is going
point.
to take the point fairly easily. Blue is 4 or 5 down. So yeah, we have the seven. Seven's all the way up. Zed. Oh, gets a drop on the.
Nice
wow, that was
headshot.
a snipe. From where?
I don't know.
Holy crap! I don't know how you can snipe him from there.
Wherever it was a great headshot.
That was a great sightline. It must have been from bats.
Alert. Our control point is being
Carl
captured.
Sagan tries to take on Battle Bull but loses.
Battle Bull. He gets Uber. Red decides they're gonna contest. They're not gonna allow Blue to take the point. I think Red right now, Sevens, Aces, and the gamers is more aggressive. Don't you feel that?
Yes.
I think both teams have very similar skill levels, though. Zed takes the point. Spookawee is going to have like at least a 90% advantage. He's going to have Uber way before Only Couches.
Alert.
He is running Uber now.
Our control point is being captured.
Both teams are running Uber.
Alert. The control point
Plop
is being
Plop and
contested.
is going to try to just nose in on the point, but not working. Blue's going to contest. Medic's doing a great job flashing both the Demo and the Heavy. Demo goes off on his own. He's going to die for that choice, I think. And he makes
Spot's
it
gonna
out.
try to get a backstab on that heavy. He doesn't get it.
Oh. Carl Sagan winning the spy battle in this round. He's getting paranoid. He's getting smart. That's a good adjustment, right?
Oh yeah.
Feint was having his way on him earlier.
And Mafia takes down Tech really quickly.
I think score-wise and key play-wise, Mafia and Tech are pretty well matched. Feint takes
Gets
out Mafia.
Gets the
4-4 takes out Battle Bull. Wow, this is too fast for me to even watch, you know? This is some fast action on such a small map. This is not boring. This is not our last live test.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I don't either.
We don't speak of that.
I've seen people calling them shoutcasts. And to me, shoutcast is a technology that was like from the 90s, right? Shoutcast, wasn't it like a streaming audio player?
I'm not sure. I probably wasn't alive then. Or close to.
In the 90s? You weren't alive?
Captured.
I wasn't using technology. Let's put it that way.
Oh, Feint tries to go in and get...
We have lost control point.
I got that play a little mixed up. There's just too much going on.
Oh yeah.
Battle Bull is just... Can he get stabbed? No. 4-4's trying like hell to
it's not
stab
even a
him.
fight for the point anymore.
That was a high five there for Geek. Geek's been doing a good job spy checking.
Mission ends in 60 seconds.
And again, Feint gets a stab on Scarab.
In 60 seconds.
Tech takes out Carl Sagan with a headshot. Wow, again, we're down like to the last minute. Both teams are, you know, next team that wins this point could probably win. Look, Tech's in that position again. He's way on the corner of the bats by the barrel. That's how he's seeing clear where those steps are that come up. That's a great sight line.
Alert. The mission ends in 30
Blue understands they need to take it now or not, ever.
They get a little bit of pressure on it. Soldier comes in and bombs and drops Red Medic. Battle Bull's going to try to contest this point a little bit, but there's not much he can do, so he pulls back from Shutter.
I think Zed looks in a pretty good position. Red, 7's only 4 up. They're going to be spawning. They're going to be coming up quickly as possible, but Spookawee has 100% right now, so he's just going to hang back in the safest place he can find. He's going to... Oh, here comes the Spy. Spy dies. But he knew that. He's like Pyro with me, Heavy with me. Everybody keep me alive, because the second they start capping, I just need to push my right click and stand on the point.
Yeah. I want to pull out something that happened while we were talking a little bit. Snorlax broke the golden rule as heavy. Never, ever kill a heavy while he's eating this sandwich.
Oh no!
Yeah.
No, that's only for heavies. Heavy not allowed to kill heavy eating sandwich.
Okay, is that like the spy gentleman rule?
It is. It is.
Okay. I always thought don't kill a heavy while he's eating a sandwich.
Faint's running around trying to do the big plays. Oh, I think Red's going to cap this back. Wow. Aces and the Gamers are going to pick this up, I think. 17 seconds. 404 does get a stab on the medic.
Mission ends in 10 seconds. 5, 4.
And it's a dogfight for the last seconds on the main point. And blue is dropping faster than red. Looks like Zed and the Gamers are going to get this. We are at 3-3. How wonderful. Alright.
So let's see if the rollout changes any. The red team is going to do their little bit of chaos up top while blue team's going to push underneath.
Zed
Soldier's bombing.
Zed almost does like a half rollout underneath. They eventually all make it down there. They try to get some kills first.
Now, is that a smart idea? Do you deviate from your plan that's worked 3 times?
Yeah, I would. I'd keep on going with what's working, you know?
Yeah.
Carl Sagan goes down to Battle Ball. He was already on fire, so it wasn't exactly a fair heavy battle. There's 2 good heavies in these teams. I'm enjoying both of their play.
Oh, yeah. It's just, they're all good players.
Tech and Mafia are fencing. Tech goes down to the scout. Yeah, why have a sniper versus sniper battle when you can have a scout right, shooting the guy in his ear? Red decides to pop Uber and contest. Medic's feeling a little bit hurt. He only got 25% down. Maybe a little skittish on the part of the medic.
Take a little bit of time and watch Clop Clop. The way he puts down these stickies are perfect. He'll launch the person up in the air, he'll put a sticky down exactly where they're going to land and detonate them. Almost like he's done it before. Once or twice at least.
Oh yeah, like I'm saying, any one of these players is a plat level player, you know.
Alert. Our control point is being captured.
So blue has a 50% Uber advantage on top of red. I think they're both running metiguns, if I'm correct.
Yeah, blue's metagun.
Okay. So
Battle Bull and Couches decide they're going to try a shutter hold to build Uber. I think that's pretty smart. They need to use Uber to capture the cough point.
Oh yeah.
4-4 is thinking about going into the shutter to try to get the medic pick, I think. He gets picked up a little bit by the pyro and runs.
But he drops. Battle Bull takes him down.
Let's see. Faint, I haven't been watching Faint too much.
Red Uber is popped and counter for a blue Uber. They was popped on a pyro that pushed back blue Uber, basically making it useless. I don't think they dropped a single person.
Couches pulled out, escapes like for 3 health.
12 health. Wow.
Oh, and he gets dropped by the medic bombing, or the soldier bomb.
So blue does have a good point above, below. Red had to pull back a little bit and regroup.
Katsurgi, the engineer, drops a soldier. Take that. That's from my medic.
The control point is being contested.
I've been noticing in the chat, Katsuragi has had some pretty good binds going on.
Yeah, what were they?
You gotta love the binds. I don't know, we can watch for him.
Alright.
There might not be binds. Just might be so bored he's typing.
So Blue is pushing the point with an Uber. They have it. So let's see if they push forward and be aggressive, or
Fate's got blue heavy in his scopes.
Blue medic goes down.
He is disguised as an enemy spy. Oh, Hank goes down. Too bad. Yeah, I'm not seeing either of the pyros doing the whole debt jump to get over the house thing. That is a blast.
Literally?
Literally. I never used the detonator before yesterday, and I was doing it, and I look pro.
You always look pro, Mukau.
Well, that's the thing, you know. These people are like, wow, we like Mukau. He's a great pyro, and I don't play pyro. What the heck? Stupid class.
That happens to high-level players. They're just good at every single class, even if they don't even play it.
Yeah, absolutely, of course. 404 is just nervous here, man. What are you gonna do, man? What are you gonna do? He's gonna come out near shutter. He's gonna try to get a stab on the medic, but no medic to stab. He does get
Gets the demo.
the demo, and then he dies. Dead rings. Gets out of there.
Sully's gonna drop the sniper. Or tries to. The pyro kills him instead.
Look at Battle Bull taking control. He's like, I'm gonna cap this all by myself against the heavy and the medic and the Uber.
And the Uber, I don't know.
He's not that good.
No. He doesn't shoot insta-kill bullets.
Mission ends in 10 seconds.
So red team quick fixes on the point to hold this. The cap this, I'm sorry. And they get the point. They need to hold it for 1 minute and 15 seconds. Let's see if they can do it.
Oh wow, on my score sheet I already gave it to Zed instead of Sevens. We'll have to see if I need to mark out my mark.
That's okay.
I thought it was a done deal there.
Don't couch chickens till they hatch.
Wait, a chicken in the hand is better than a hand in the bush? What is that?
What came first, the chicken or the egg?
No, mine was funnier because it was a hand in the bush joke. Okay. See, because that can mean something else.
I got the joke.
All right.
I just don't know the proper response to it.
Is this a family-friendly live stream? I don't know if it is or if it isn't.
This is a G-rated stream. It's a gangster-rated stream. Mukau and I are both from the hood.
We are from the hood. You should see the gang-ridden streets of Columbus, Ohio.
Oh wait, they aren't. Nope.
All right, and it's game.
So what did you think of that match? Oh, I'm sorry, we're still going.
No, we're not. People left.
Okay. So what did you think of that, Mukau?
Wow, what an action-packed game. So close.
So close.
I think the high fives definitely go to Faint. Because he was just... I'll say it again, he was fucking annoying. It was awesome.
He did a great job in that first half, shutting down that heavy.
Heavies were good. Medics did as best possible. It's such a deathmatchy, map. They tried to stay alive as best they could.
We mentioned it earlier on in this map that this is a horrible medic map, but basically a great every other class map.
Yeah, it really is. So wow, what a great game. It didn't last forever, Both teams should be proud of how they did. I had fun.
I did too. This was a blast.
Okay, well, we have dancing guys, and Nighthawk's kind of got bored with everything going on. He's kind of posted some of the comments there that people were saying. I see that in the Steam chat. That's kind of cool. Stream chat.
If we could say like one fail or one low five, what would you say it is? I mean, both these teams look very strong, but if you can pick out one thing that was weak.
I'd almost say, I didn't like Seven's preparation. They didn't seem like they had any kind of plan in mind. They were just like, hey, let's go kick some ass. Well, that's a little bit low five, They could have been really organized, and I think with their deathmatching skills, they would have dominated.
Yes. Their deathmatching skills were really good. I mean, you saw that they weren't all that organized, but because they had such extreme deathmatching skills, they were able to win a lot.
They did. They won a lot of the battles. Absolutely. Okay. I think I might be done. We didn't even have a boring section, so maybe we don't have a contest. Nobody did win the contest last week with a puzzle. We can maybe bring that puzzle out again next time.
Next time we have a boring match. Or, I'm sorry, not TF2 is never boring.
Well, next time people decide to take a 15-minute break and at halftime, which they're allowed to do or whatever.
Definitely. So in the meantime, take the 15 minutes that you saved from not having an intermission. Go to our Steam community, which is Heavy Weapons Space Cast. Follow us. Follow us on I was gonna say LinkedIn. Whew. On Twitch, and also follow us on YouTube, which is Nighthawk TV.
Yes, YouTube is Inhawk TV.
Oh, I'm sorry.
And Twitch is Nighthawk TV. There's a Nighthawk TV on YouTube, and it's not nearly this cool. And yeah, I mean, give us jobs on LinkedIn. That's always good. And yeah, I mean, since you're watching on Twitch, go ahead and subscribe to it, and make sure you have a Twitch sign-in if you don't already. And that way you get an email when we go live, and you can know to immediately drop everything into speed home if you have it on your smartphone, so that you can watch this awesomeness.
You have my permission to tell whatever cop that pulls you over that you have to watch us instead of pay for their ticket.
That's right. And he'll be like, yeah, I watched that too. Is that on now? And you could say, okay, I'm going to stop plugging now. All right, well, very good. This is Coney Island Whitefish Ninja Moo Cow. We have Brutal Heavy Ryan McDaniel. And we have the very quiet but very key cameraman and graphics master and streaming master, Nighthawk. Say goodbye, guys, and I think that's it for today.
Have a good one, everybody.
Bye, guys.
Stay classy.